This is a project entitled Remedial Lessons in Mathematics, proposed by Mr. Federico Magana, Master Teacher 1, and Jubin Gutierrez, Teacher 3. This remedial in mathematics is about polynomial expressions, factors, algebra, and others. This will be aired in cable TV in Usi Panganiban on the first week of July, third week of July, and last week of July. This will be of great help to the students, especially in solving problems in mathematics. The proponents requested my assistance to support the project, and I am very much willing to support the project for the upliftment of education, especially in Jose Panganiban National High School. This is a good project, and we hope that the students of GPNHS will excel in this field. The recent academic tests shows that mathematics is very low. So we would like to uplift the academic standing of students with this project, a laudable project of the two teachers of Jose Panganiban. We also utilize very much the expertise of Master Teacher and the expertise of Teacher 3, Mr. Jubin Gutierrez and Mr. Federico Magana. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. This is the Mathematics Department Head of Jose Panganiban National High School. Our two teachers in Mathematics 4, Mr. Federico Magana Jr. and Mr. Jubin Gutierrez, has conceptualized the idea of conducting remedial lessons in mathematics every Saturday through the services of our local TV station in Jose Panganiban. The purpose of this program is to give lessons in math so that students who have deficiencies in some of the skills and concepts in basic mathematics will have an opportunity to review lessons in the basic of mathematics, so that they will have a greater chance of improving their mathematical knowledge if they go to higher level of learning. So the purpose would be defeated if students will not subscribe to this program. So we are inviting all students from even in the lower years, say for example the first year, second year, third year, and fourth year students to avail of this opportunity to acquire some lessons through our local TV station. So we are very optimistic that this activity will be very fruitful to our students, and they will gain more knowledge, and they will we will help them uplift their interest in learning mathematics. So if they will have a greater exposure to these basic skills that they need to be developed, that are needed to be developed, so they will have a greater chance of improving learning, especially if they go to higher mathematics. So students of Jose Panganiban National High School or even of the nearby high schools are all invited to patronize this conduct of lessons through our local TV station. Good luck and God bless to everyone.
Good day po to everyone. So I'm Mr. Chody Magana Jr., a teacher of Jose Panganiban National High School. Now, at this point, we are now presenting you a program entitled remedial teaching in mathematics, sponsored by our department, the mathematics department. Now, as a teacher, it has been an observation that many students, especially the fourth-year students, find difficulty, especially in the mastery of the lessons in algebra, concerning algebraic expressions and some other prerequisite lessons in the subject matter today, as in they are now in the fourth year. Now, I could say really that algebra is the foundation of any mathematics lessons, especially in mathematics 4. So we decided, I and Mr. Joven Gutierrez decided to conduct a lesson in television, local TV, so that at least we can help these students to at least master some other concepts which are so necessary in their lesson today, as I have said, in their lessons in mathematics 4. This program also will help students, not only fourth-year students, but other students, especially in the second-year students, because we will be giving them also review lessons in not the National Achievement Test. And some other time, the moment we finished already some lessons in fourth year, so we will follow next the review lessons in the NAT for second year also. So we are so thankful for dito po kala Mr. and Mrs. Benvenido Torres for giving us a chance to air this program in local television. Maraming salamat po kay Dr. Benvenido Torres and Marinette Torres. Kayo po ay mga pinagpalang tao para po matulungan natin ang mga kabataang ito. So, deep in our heart, the Japanese people, the faculty, students, thank you very much, Mr. Bidoy Torres and Mrs. Marinette Torres. Good day po sa inyo lahat.
Good day, everyone. Our objective for today's lesson are to identify and define rational numbers, rational expressions, and to simplify rational expressions. Rational numbers sound like they should be very sensible numbers. In fact, they are. In counting situations, the set of integers sometimes proves to be insufficient. For example, what integer would you use to describe the amount of pizza left after a few slices have been eaten? Or, how would you order less than a kilo of rice from your neighborhood sari-sari store? This can be answered if we make use of an extension of the set of integers, the set of rational numbers. The set is denoted by capital Q. Why Q? Simple. Fractions are just another means of denoting the quotient of two numbers, and since rational numbers are fractions, they are also quotients. In symbols, we write this as follows. Q is the set of elements of A and B such that A is an element of the set of integers, B is also an element of the set of integers, and B is not equal to 0. These are examples of rational numbers. 3/4, -11/3, 6, -8, 1.5, 1.75, 0.001, 0.02, 0.111, 0.33. Rational numbers have two familiar representations as fractions and as decimals. Why are 3/4 and negative 11/3 called rationals? Okay, Irene?
3/4 and negative 11/3 are rational numbers because they are simple fractions, and they are the quotients of two integers.
That's correct. Or we can just say that they are rationals because they are written as simple fractions. What about 6 and negative 8? Are they also rationals? Yes, Andrea?
6 and negative 8 are rational numbers because they are integers and can be expressed as fraction by giving 1 as its denominator.
Exactly. How about 1.5 and 1.75? Are they also rationals? Sebastian?
1.5 and 1.75 are rational numbers because they are decimals that can be written as fractions. 1.5 can be expressed as 3/2 and 1.75 can be expressed as 7/4.
Very good. But it is important to note that 1.5 and 1.75 are not themselves fraction representations. We have here also 0.001 and 0.02. Can they also be represented as fractions? Okay, Melanie?
1,000s and 200s are rational numbers because they are terminating decimals that can be written as fractions by simply writing it the way you say.
Well explained. So any terminating decimal is a rational number. Of course, I'm quite sure that you're also familiar with the so-called repeating decimals. Are they also rationals? Okay, Kina?
Yes, of course. Any repeating decimal is a rational number. It can be written as a fraction using algebraic method. So any repeating decimal is a rational numbers.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you know already what a rational number is. Can you now give us its definition? Angel?
Rational numbers are simply numbers that can be written as fractions or ratios.
And this exactly tells you where the term rational comes from. More formally, we would say a rational number is a number that can be written in the form a over b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0. We now need to look at rational expressions. Observe the following examples. What can you say about rational expressions? Glenn?
What I observe is that numerators and denominators consist of either monomials or polynomials.
That's it. A rational expression is nothing more than a fraction in which the numerator and or denominator are polynomials. The last one may look a little strange since it is more commonly written as 4x squared plus 6x minus 10. However, it's important to note that polynomials can be thought of as rational expressions if we need to, although rarely they are. The next topic that we need to discuss here is reducing a rational expression to lowest terms. A rational expression has been reduced to lowest terms if all common factors from the numerator and denominator have been cancelled. We already know how to do this with number fractions. So, let's take a quick look on example. Okay, we have here 12 over 8. Raymart, can you express it in the lowest term?
Yes. First, find the factors of 12 and 8. The factors of 12 are 4 and 3, while the factors of 8 is 4 and 2. Cancel both 4 in the numerator and the denominator. The left is 3 and 2. Now, the answer is 3/2.
Okay, that's correct. With rational expression, that works exactly the same way. We will now proceed to simplifying rational expressions. Okay, the expression 5x squared over 2x can be simplified how? Jane?
5x squared over 2x can be simplified by factoring the numerator and the denominator. 5x squared can be factored as 5x times x, while 2x can be factored as 2 and x. Then you can now cancel x in both numerator and denominator, and what will be left is 5x over 2.
Why do we have to emphasize here that x is not equal to 0? There is an unspoken rule when dealing with rational expressions that we now need to address. When dealing with numbers, we know that division by 0 is not allowed. Well, the same is true for rational expressions. So when dealing with rational expressions, we will always assume that whatever x is it won't give division by 0. We rarely write these restrictions down, but we will always need to keep them in mind. Okay, can you now explain how the factors of 3x squared y to the 4th over 21x cubed y cubed are obtained? Michael?
To find the factors of 3x squared y to the 4th over 21x cubed y cubed, we use prime factorization. The prime factors of 3x squared y to the 4th are 3 times x times x times y times y times y times y. And the factors of 21x cubed y cubed are 3 times 7 times x times x times x times y times y times y. So, the factors of 3x squared y to the 4th over 21x cubed y cubed is 3x squared y cubed times y over 3x squared y cubed times 7x.
Very good. Therefore, we can now remove 3x squared y cubed from both the numerator and denominator, giving us y over 7x as the simplified form of 3x squared y to the 4th over 21x cubed y cubed. Okay, we are now going to simplify 15x plus 20 all over 5. Who can simplify it? May I have Judilyn?
To simplify the expression 15x plus 20 all over 5, we have to factor 15x plus 20, which are, the factors are 5 times the quantity 3x plus 4, while the factors of 5 are 5 and 1. So, we have 5 over 5, which is equal to 1, times 3x plus 4 over 1. Removing a factor of 1, we therefore have the answer 3x plus 4.
Okay, the next expression that we're going to simplify is 9x cubed plus 27x all over 3x cubed plus 9x. Okay, so we're going to use here factoring out the greatest common factor. The common factor of 9x cubed plus 27x is 9x. To get the other factor, we simply divide 9x cubed divided by 9x, giving us x squared, and then 27x divided by 9x gives us 3. The common factor of 3x cubed plus 9x is 3x. To get the other factor, we divide 3x cubed divided by 3x, which is x squared, and then 9x divided by 3x is equal to 3. So the common factors are x and x squared plus 3. So factoring out the factors of 1, we have 9 over 3, which is 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So the answer is 3. Okay, now it's your turn. We're going to have here a board work. You're going to reduce the following rational expressions to lowest term. Okay, may I have the volunteer who can answer number 1? Okay, Jeff? Okay, Jeff is now factoring 8b to the 5th over 4b cubed.
Sige, boy.
8b to the 5th over 4b cubed. To simplify, find the factors of 8b to the 5th. The factors of 8b to the 5th are 2 times 2 times 2 times b times b times b times b times b. When the factors of 4b cubed are 2 times 2 times b times b times b. Cancel 2 times 2 times b times b times b equal to 2b squared.
Okay, so Jeff got it correctly. Now number 2, we have 2x plus 6 all over 5x plus 15. Anybody who can simplify it? Okay, may I have now John Leo?
Simplify the expression, this expression 2x plus 6 all over 5x plus 15. Find the factor of the numerator. The factors of 2x plus 6 are 2 times the quantity x plus 3. And find the factor of 5x plus 15. The factor of 5x plus 15 are 5 times quantity x plus 3. Since the common factor of numerator and denominator is x plus 3, we must cancel it. The simplified form of this expression is 2 over 5. The answer is 2 over 5.
Okay, so John Leo got 2/5 as the answer for number 2. Now we have here 4a cubed over 6ab cubed. May I call on now Amor?
To simplify this expression, 4a cubed over 6ab cubed, we get first the factors of the numerator and the denominator. The factors of 4a cubed is 2 times 2 times a times a times a. While the factors of 6ab cubed is 2 times 3 times a times b times b times b. Then we need to cancel out the common factors of 4a cubed and 6ab cubed. 2 times a. So the answer is 2a squared over 3b cubed.
Okay, thank you, Amor. Now we have x plus 3y all over 4x squared plus 12xy. Can you now simplify it? Jane?
To simplify the expression x plus 3y over 4x squared plus 12xy, we should factor the numerator and the denominator. X plus 3y is a prime, so the factor of it are 1 and itself. While 4x squared plus 12xy have the common monomial of 4x. And to find the other factor, we should divide each term by the common monomial. 4x squared divided by 4x equals x. And 12xy divided by 4x equals to y, equals to 3y. So, the common factor of the numerator and denominator is x plus 3y. So, we must cancel it out, leaving 1 as the numerator and 4x as denominator. So, the answer is 1 over 4x.
Thank you also, Jean. So for the last one, may I have now Brandon to simplify 3a to the 4th b cubed over 6a cubed b to the 5th.
To simplify the expression 3a to the 4th b cubed over 6a cubed b to the 5th, we must first factor the numerator and denominator. The factor of 3a to the 4th b cubed are 3 times a times a times a times a times b times b times b. While the factor of 6a cubed b to the 5th are 3 times 2 times a times a times a times b times b times b times b times b. We can get the factor 3a cubed b cubed over 3a cubed b cubed times a over 2b squared. The factor of expression 3a to the 4th b cubed over 6a cubed b to the 5th is 3a cubed b cubed over 3a cubed b cubed times a over 2b squared. 3a cubed b cubed over 3a cubed b cubed is equal to 1. Equals 1 times a over 2b squared. So, cancelling the factor 1, we can get the answer a over 2b squared.
Okay, very good students, and thank you so much. That ends our lesson for today. We hope that just like the students here, you also were able to recall the definitions of rational numbers, rational expressions, and of course, how to simplify rational expressions. I am Mrs. Jane Rosalena Bais, an intermediate algebra teacher from Jose Panganiban National High School. Thank you.